Alrighty, welcome back to the Final Fantasy VII Iron Man Necrosis Challenge. We're going to jump right in. We have a lot to talk about, but we might as well play while we talk. We're loading up our save from last time here, and now we are officially in Iron Man mode. No more loading. Having said that, I need to make sure I make safety saves today because it's supposed to like thunderstorm all day. I don't think we'll lose power, but don't want to risk it. So, a lot to talk about. First of all, thank you guys so much for all the support this on this series. It's like crazy. Everyone's really loving the idea, and I really, really appreciate it. I'm glad you guys are excited about it as I am, so thank you so much. As always with Necrosis, there was a lot of like confusion on some stuff, but hopefully everyone has it figured out now. For those of you that are still confused, like a lot of people, because I don't think I actually like said what happens when you try to heal. It just heals for 0. So like if I throw a potion on myself, it just hits for 0. If I have a fire ring on and I get hit with fire, it just hits for 0. If I throw an ether, it just heals for 0. If I go to an inn, it heals for 0. You know. So anything that would normally heal hits for 0 instead. Including absorption. So hopefully that clears up things. Also, shout outs to Mushroom. We have this really cool widget now here in the bottom left hand corner that allows you to see some stuff. Like for example, like when I go into the menus and stuff, usually I'm pretty quick in the menus, or if I just menu for an area and then I don't menu for the rest of the area, sometimes you kind of have to sit around waiting for me to open up my menu to see what I'm doing. Now you can see what we have equipped at all times, which is really cool, and some other info as well. The biggest thing being the health bars. You can now keep track of the health bars as we go, since that's the main thing with Necrosis, and our MP bars as well. So really, really excited about this app. It's so cool. There's actually a ton more we can do with this app. But because of the way this challenge is, I didn't want to give myself any extra information. Because it's an Iron Man run. Usually for like big challenge runs, I'll allow myself to like see the enemy's HP, because that's something that you could keep track of if you wanted to with like a calculator and stuff. But other than that, I try not to give myself too much information that the game doesn't give. For example, the enemy's ATB bar. Like, it's cool to see that, but technically we're not supposed to have that information. Whether or not your characters are in front row or back row, technically the game doesn't tell you that. You need to be able to recognize from the camera angle whether or not they're in back and front row. Stuff like that, where it's like, you know, it's not like anyone's gonna get upset about it, but at the same time, technically I'm getting more information than the game's giving. So I set it to just give us information that we already know. But this app is crazy. I mean, you can see like enemy ATB bars, your ATB bars, enemy HP, MP. There's like all sorts of crazy stuff you can do with this app. So maybe in the future we can, if we do a run that's less challenge runny, like if we do another trivia run or something, I can show more about this app and what it can do. But for now, you know, this will just be nice so you can keep up without me having to open up the menu. So very, very excited about that. The other thing I wanted to say is I missed out on cover materia. Some people in the comments brought up that you can buy extra cover materia in Wall Market, and I totally forgot about that, and that's the only place you can get it. So if this run dies, I think number one on our list is going to be buying an extra cover in wall market, because you could stack them and get 100%. And 100% is much more than 50%. Like, the difference between 50% and 100% is massive. We could go through an area and have Cloud get hit a ton if the 50% roll fails a lot, whereas 100% he's not going to get hit at all. So that's a big, big difference. So that'll probably be the number one thing. Also, can't we get 5 gil here? I think if you play the song, do you get... Wait. Yeah, can't we get Elemental now? Actually? I gotta look it up. I don't know it by heart. I'll answer all your guys' questions in a second here. Oh, no, we have to do we have to be Tifa. It's during the Tifa section we get it. Alright, hold on. Chat's asking 1,000 questions. Are there any banned materia? No. Listen or read the rules. Yes, this is still attempt 1. It says right there on the screen. You don't know what question marks is? Question marks is the attack that is in the Shinra Mansion. It's used by the judge enemy, which is the scales. And it does damage based on how much HP you're missing. So if you're at 5,000 HP and you have a total of 6,000 max HP, it'll do 1,000 damage. The reason it's banned in this run is because we set our HP to 9,999. So right now, it would do 2,140 damage. No, 2,040 damage if Aerith used it. And it ignores defense. So it would do exactly 2,040 damage every time she used it. And it only costs 3 MP. So it's not banned by the mod or anything like that. We're just banning it because it's too strong for this mod. Because the mod increases your HP, it accidentally makes that attack too strong. The point of Necrosis is beating the mod with 1 HP bar. But it's just a side effect of that we have to make our max HP so high. So because of that, question marks gets too strong. So yeah, that's why we banned it. I believe we did use it during Cloud Solo Necrosis, and it was one of the reasons why that run was even possible. But this run, hopefully, will be possible without it. A lot of people in the comments were saying they thought the run would be impossible. It's obviously theoretically possible, because if we got the same exact luck we got on our other run in one shot, it would be we'd win. But that was with a lot of resetting and grinding. So also, fun fact that I love to bring up, because I didn't know about this till just recently. Did you guys know that this guy gives you I think it's a luck source? Or did this guy give... Which source did this guy give? Luck source, right? I think the other guy gives a speed source. So this guy gives a luck source. This guy gives a speed source, I believe. But you can't get both. You can only get one. If you talk to this guy first, you get his item. If you talk to the other guy first, you get his item. But you can't get both. They both have the same variable. They both tick the same variable. So a lot of like some guides that I read will say like, oh, there's a luck source here, and other ones will say there's a speed source here. Because some people run up and talk to that guy first, and some people go in here and talk to this guy first. Yeah, really, I never knew that. Or at least not in a very long time have I known that. Okay, so... we have to make a decision here. Yep, Crucible knowledge. By the way, a lot of people in the comments were asking about the Crucible too. If you're interested in the Crucible, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, except next week because we're doing a special event. We are here live coding the Crucible. We've learned a ton about the game. Chat can help me code the game. Chat can bring up ideas for enemies. You can even download the mod and test it for yourself. I would love to have more people involved in the creation of the Crucible. The Crucible is our mod that we're creating. We've been creating it for months. It is not like the other mods I've made. It's not like Scavenger or Definitive or Vincent's Gambit, where it was just like a week of us doing like a very specific task in the game and then calling it a mod. This is a full-blown, every single enemy in the game has been changed, every field in the game has been changed, fully designed mod from beginning to end, and we've done the entire thing on stream. And I went from not knowing how to code the game at all to creating enemies that revive each other and do crazy new moves and all sorts of stuff. So it's been an awesome journey. I've learned so much about the game, and I would love to have you guys here to be a part of that if you want. Or if you can't watch it live, I have a couple of the coding sessions on the Patreon, and also a couple videos on the YouTube of us just like I put the red dragon fight on YouTube, us designing the red dragon fight. And once the mod is done, of course, I'll do an announcement video, and I'll also probably do a playthrough of it. Though the playthrough will be weird because it'll be more of like a walkthrough. But yeah, if you're interested in that, come on by the Twitch anytime. And you can be a part of it. And you can join the Discord as well, and there's a download link where you can download it and help beta test it. So we need to make a decision here. I think we're going to wait to get... thank you, Shorters. And thank you, Yet, as well, for the gifted sub to McDonald's Play Place. We're going to get Vincent later because I want to get him on a high level. But do we want to go into the mansion at all? Is there anything in here we want? We can get Destruct from Sephiroth, but that would involve us going all the way down to the bottom. Am I going to grind for elixirs? Why would I grind for elixirs? They don't do anything. And they sell for 1 gil. There's a Barrett weapon in the mansion. There's not really too many scary enemies in here except the dorky faces. We could even fight Lost Number and do a defensive build and get Odin. but I'm not really going to use Odin. Costs too much MP. We have to be smart. We have to be smart with what we kill and what we run away from, because we have limited MP for the entire game, but also if we just run away from everything, we're going to be horribly unleveled. We're already pretty low leveled. No, every spell we cast is permanent. Aerith has 659 more MP, and then she's out of MP forever. I feel like we just skipped the mansion. I feel like we just skipped the mansion. Fire ring. Firing is good for the dragons if we run into one. Trying to think about what we need to worry about for Mount Nibel. Really just fire, I think. Yes. If they get deathed, they're dead. I feel like I'm forgetting something that exists in this area. Oh shoot, we do have to worry about we do need to worry about Valrons for this small run. Okay. Is there anything else we want to level up? Not really. It's going solid. If he dies, he dies. These guys can kind of hurt. Trying to think if there's any fights here that are worth taking. Get up there, Cloud. That chest disappears when you pick it up, by the way. Got the rune blade. Might just level up this all materia. How much damage do these guys do? Oh my god, they do so much. What? Good lord. Back row sadness, they do almost 100 damage. That is the something clip. Mithril clip, something. Rune clip, magic clip. AK-47 clip. Something that we don't care about. So I'm not going up there. The Twitch clip. Okay, is there anything here? Ooh, dragon. Hit cloud. Thank you. Yeah, we kind of need to go take the trip for elemental, I think. I think it's worth it. I think what I'll do is I'll take the trip for elemental, and then when we get back, I'll grab the power soul. Is there anything else? Nice, I'll pick that up soon, heroes. Is there anything else? We care about here? The sniper CR is huge, but we're not getting Vincent yet. That's... I mean, do we get Vincent for Materia Keeper? I don't think so, because we're just going to poison him anyways, I think. There's an all here? Where's the all materia? Plus beret, that's what it is. Oh, that chest there. Okay. Alright, we'll get that in a minute. But yeah, I think that's it. That's an elixir or something. Honestly, trying to level up all materias more than I'm trying to level up magic. The sniper CR is up here. Wow, scary fight. I think if I get that again... Would Ramu one-shot them? Probably with Aerith. Pretty strong right now with the fairy tale. I might Ramu if I see that again. So, yes, we could hold an elixir to throw at a magic pot. The problem is the room that the magic pots are in has one of the scariest pincers in the game. So we don't want to hang around there. And once we get to end game, we are just booking it for the final boss because everything is doing a lot of permanent damage to us. I mean, you have to put this in perspective, guys. Cloud right now has 7,479 HP. We're going to be very underleveled in the final dungeon. If I'm in back row sadness and get a defend off, enemies are still doing several hundred damage to us. And we need to make it all the way down to Sephiroth. So we don't have time to grind. We gotta go. Every time Cloud gets hit, it's, you know, a permanent chunk of his health gone. At this point, we can stop and grind a little bit because things are doing 50 damage. But even then, it adds up quick. This is Power Soul, right? Which one's the All Materia? Oh, that's the All Materia. Which one's Power Soul? 2? Was that not 4 that I just went in? Don't crit. Is it doing damage? I thought it was 4 also, but I'm pretty sure I just went into 4. I'm going to try a remove summon here. As long as she doesn't get paralyzed. Oof. I think she just got paralyzed. Nope. We got lucky. Thanks, heroes. Yep, birthday is on Sunday, and our big TCG event starts on Monday. Uh-oh. Oh my god, they have so much health. I think this was a mistake. I think I should just defend with Cloud. They're so fast and they just spam their one attack. How's it going, Neat Chill? Welcome. Very happy to have you here. Alright, big reward, though. We're so under-leveled that that one fight gave us almost 2 levels. Alright, is morphing sources also not feasible? No. Because we're not using the W item glitch. With the W item glitch, it would be. It would be super valuable. We could go get guard sources for Cloud. Yeah, so we have a bit of a problem. Because I think we only have 1 bolt. No, we have 2. Okay. We can protect the 2 important people. But it's only half protection. So, I mean, I can do Talisman on Cloud. So he's got Spirit and he's got half lightning protection, but that's kind of all we can do. Then we just have to hope that Aerith does a lot of defending. The other thing I could do is... all barrier. Well, we have big guard, so big guard. I don't think I can get big guard off. Also going mad, welcome. I don't think we can get big guard off quick enough for Trine. Like if he Trine's first turn, we just got to eat it. But then after that, what we're going to do is we're going to poison him and just wait. And then he shouldn't ever use it again. And he also shouldn't heal. Yeah, shoutouts to Mushroom. And this widget can do a lot more than it's doing right now too. It's really crazy, like the amount of work you put into it. But we just we're only using info that we already have, so we're not getting any extra information. But what I like about it is. You can see what my equipment is like when we're in fights and when I'm not in the menu. Because usually I'd have to check the menu for you to see what we have equipped. But yeah, this thing, like, when you get into fights, it'll transform into fight mode and it'll show your ATB, the enemy's ATB. Like, it's crazy how much he put into this. It even matches your window color. Like, you see it's got the same red and black color. Okay. So I don't need all. Knowing what equipment you have lets us backseat more efficiently. Alright, Mushroom, we're going to have to shut down the app. I realized a gigantic flaw. It's been brought to my attention that there may be a massive issue with the app. Trying to think what else I could possibly do here, but I think it's just going to be big guard, poison. Oh, I have 2 poisons, so I can give 1 to Red 13. It would probably be smart to do some damage at the start, but I don't want to accidentally push him into phase 2. I think we're going to take a lot of damage here, but I think it's going to be worth it to poison and wait. Alright. Poison, please. Poison, please don't troll. Nice. With how low our level is, we almost could have done a lucky 7 strat. I'm not trying to do that in one shot. Yeah, this takes away all of our ability to go in, see how things go, and then plan. And even if we have the perfect plan, it can go horribly wrong. Try to wait on this a little bit. This isn't too bad, especially with Aerith blocking. I wouldn't consider Lucky 7 strat a glitch. The game is working as intended. If you're poisoned in Lucky 7s, you take 7s. So. Either way, we're not going to use it, but yeah. Yeah, no, it'd be super unreliable here. We're too high level. We need Aerith on level like 8 or something to get a 13 hit. I think there's another way to do it. With like grenades or something. There's a couple different ways to do it, but if something goes wrong, you just end up wasting a bunch of stuff. I don't really want to use another big guard. He's probably got a ways to go, though. I should have kept track of his HP, I think. Because when it was low, I could have, like, death blowed with Red 13 or something. But now if I do it, he might just trine me immediately. If I had more lightning protection, I'd probably eat a trine on purpose. Yo, thank you so much for the sub, Neat. Appreciate it so much, man. And Argo, thank you for the Prime as well. Thank you, man. Guess what, 8,000 health. I don't want to get the bolt ring because that involves grinding escapes. Do I risk a death blow? Nice miss. These misses might be blessings in disguise. Nice. I'm very happy that killed. Look at those levels. Look at all those chickens. Give that to our boy. Get me out of here. We need elemental demi for the Valrons. Aerith is in rough shape. Not gonna fib. Not gonna fib. She's in rough shape. No Valron. Oh no, even worse. Although this isn't a bad one, but... not in weight either. No damage. You just have so much health. I'm so weak. Also, that poisons. And I'm inactive. We gotta get out of this fight, like, right now. You've got to get out of this fight. Get me the heck out of here. Aerith, run the other way. Pincer attack with a poisoning enemy. Not good. Luckily, I had that antidote ready. Okay. Doesn't really matter what we do here because we can just equip later, but the question is, do we take Aerith out? I'm a little worried that Aerith doesn't have enough HP to make it through Temple. Like if she tanks everything. I don't know, I guess Red Dragon's not gonna be that bad. But worst case scenario, Aerith dies in Temple, and then we have the 2-man Demon Wall. And Cloud takes like 1,000,000 damage, you know? The magic option is missing because it was the only way to keep you from healing in the menu. Palmer also hurts. The healing stuff is still here, it just does 0. Nothing in the game has changed other than healing stuff not working. All of it's still here. And sources are still here, but you can't use them. Kate Sith's transform is a moot point. We're never going to get it. Is his... It's with uses, right? I always forget if you get slot from uses or kills. Shut up, Logitech. It's kills. So you could theoretically kill 40 enemies with Kate Sith, get slots, but even you would have to kill 40 enemies without taking like any damage and then switch to it. And then it would take the entire game to build up to 1 slots. And then you'd have to use that 1 slot to transform, and then I don't even know what it would do. It would probably combine your HP and then kill your other 2 party members. I think it would probably work, because I don't think combining is the same as healing. So yeah, you would probably get a bunch of HP on Kate Sith, and then just nuke your other 2 party members. The battle arena just gives you your HP back, but you don't heal. Like, you go in with what you have, and then it gives it back to you. Yo, thanks, Data. Appreciate it, man. My gut is telling me to take out Aerith here.